Let's tell you right now, we are going to be in a hot air balloon here this morning. We're going to be about 1,500 feet up in the air. I'm standing on a morning where we have clear skies right now at Lunken Airfield. I'm basically right off the runway, so maybe we'll even get a plane coming in here. You notice visibility not bad. According to my crew from Bella Balloons, they're telling me about 3-mile visibility right now, and it's improving. So we're going to get up on schedule. We'll be up in the air by about 6:45. Let me get you out the door weather-wise if you're going to be traveling on the surface. You've got dry roadways here this morning. Our radar and satellite.
Frank Marzullo back on the move this morning.
And now time for the big reveal. Good morning, Frank.
He's live at Lunken, I think.
Pretty much reveal earlier, guys. You guys were right on it. In fact, I'm going to snap a photo right now and tweet this at Fox 19 Frank and on my Facebook page at Fox 19 Frank. There we go. I'm going to show you what I see looking this direction. What you see looking this direction is a hot air balloon. Yep, we are inflating it. My good friends from Bella Balloons. Every couple years, I hang out with Mike Galati, but you know what? This year, Mike, we're going to try to do something a little different. We're going to actually broadcast live about 1,500 feet in the air.
This is a first for us. Really excited about it.
Yeah, we are pumped. So tell me a little bit about the process here, because we're at Lunken Field. You do fly out of here from time to time. It is quite a process because you got to look at all the weather conditions, and we do have a little fog this morning.
Oh, absolutely, Frank. For a Lunken departure, we want very nice clear skies, and we're looking for a wind direction that is to the northeast, and we want a little speed behind it. Once we get above the ground, we want about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so we can get clear of the Lunken traffic.
Okay, your crew is getting us set. We're going to be in this basket, myself and my photographer Dale, and we've got an antenna, Rob and Sheila, that we have to dangle off the side. Dale told me he may have to hold me by my feet. I may actually have to get down underneath when we're up there and get the antenna out there. But safety first, of course. And you know what, too, Mike, talking to you over the years, you have to have an FAA pilot's license to fly one of these puppets.
Absolutely. You have to have at least an FAA private pilot's license. All of the commercial balloonists in the area have an FAA commercial license. So we're not only commercial pilots, but we're also instructors as well.
What direction are we going to be going? Because I want anybody watching this morning to snap a photo if I'm flying over your house, post it on our Facebook or Twitter, or send it to pics at fox19.com. What direction?
Oh, absolutely. We're going to be following Beachmont all the way out east. So once we take off, we're going to head over to the tower and then make our way on out east of town.
Sounds good. Mike Galati and his crew, when I join you, Rob and Sheila, at about 6:45, 6:50, we'll be in the air. My only concern, guys, the runway's right here. I just hope no jet comes in and takes me out. I think we'll be okay, though.
I think you're going to be okay.
You'll be fine.
And it's going to be the time of your life, man.
It's going to be
view.
fun. And
sure
Rob, I know you're jealous.
I am jealous, Frank. I really, and I'm going to be even more jealous in, what, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Frank.
And our Frank Marzullo is on the move this morning, and he sure has a beautiful view.
A bird's eye view in a hot air balloon right now. Good morning, Frank.
I tell you what, we took off from Lunken about 6 minutes ago. We are flying right now a little bit due east over Anderson. Rob and Sheila, can you see in the distance there?
Oh, wow, the
Was that downtown?
skyline.
Yeah.
The skyline of our fine city, the Queen City here this morning. Hey, the bottom line is look up right now, get outside your house, snap a photograph of me and Mike Galati and Dale in our Bella Balloon. We're getting close to Anderson. We're around the Beachmont area right now. I want to say good morning to Mike. Mike, how you doing?
I'm great, Frank. How are you this morning?
You have one of the best jobs, Bella Balloons. How long have you been flying?
I've been flying for 9 years now. I have the best job in the world, outside of yours.
Oh, thank you. You know, they're kind of related, you know.
Yep. Very
so
much.
tell me a little bit. All morning long, we're going to be checking in the operation. How high are we right now?
Absolutely. We're 1,000 feet above the ground, and we're headed almost due east this morning.
And it is amazing. Here, let's be quiet. Listen how quiet it is. I mean, it is just fascinating. I think a lot of people, the misconception is it's a bumpy ride. It's a very smooth ride.
Absolutely smooth. The only time you ever feel any motion is right at takeoff and right at landing. Otherwise, it's impossible to get motion sickness on a hot air balloon.
Tell me a little bit here, because we got the flame going up. The balloon itself is how high?
This balloon stands about 75 feet. We measure balloons by cubic feet of air that they hold. This one holds 105,000 cubic feet, which if you turned it upside down would be 105,000 basketballs would literally fit in this aircraft.
That is amazing. And how hot do these burners get?
They are 10 million BTU on each side, and we usually only use one at a time, but we have an incredible amount of power there.
I want to be engaged in this interview, Mike, but I can't help but look at these views. A little bit of a fog line here down below. What area are we right now? Because we're heading towards Anderson?
We are heading toward Anderson. We just passed Beachmont, and we're heading to the east at about 15 miles an hour.
We love it. We are going to continue broadcasting live for you. Have the weather top of the hour. Join you throughout the morning live from our Bella balloon. How high will we get here this morning, you think?
About 1,500 feet above the ground. Yep, that'll be our cruise altitude.
And how are we going to get back? That's my question. Is somebody following us?
Under any hot air balloon, there's always a chase vehicle with a crew member that is there to help us pack up and meet the landowner when we land. We like airports, schools, churches, but we often land on private property and ask for permission to stay there.
Perfect. And we'll talk about it later, Rob and Sheila. The old tradition is you're supposed to bring a bottle of champagne and present it to the person that you land on their lawn. We'll explain where that all came from coming up. But
really?
The views are gorgeous.
It is gorgeous,
It really
man.
is. Well, you're
this
lucky.
morning.
Frank, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Our Frank Marzullo is having fun this morning. He's on the move.
He has the view of a lifetime up in a hot air balloon. Hi there, Frank.
Tell you what, we should broadcast the weather live from about 1,500 feet in the air every morning. Gorgeous morning. Rob and Sheila, I want you to get a shot here and check it out. We are coming pretty close to Terrace Park, the Worcester Pike area this morning. In fact, we're going to be flying, my pilot, Mike Galati, telling me we're going to be flying right now the way we're going up due north, going to be right over Indian Hill. So, we'll get a nice bird's eye view in some of those huge homes out there. If you have your mimosas, come on your deck, give us a toast. We'll be flying over, my friends, coming up here this morning. You can see plenty of sunshine this morning as we continue to soar high above Cincinnati.
It is 9:40. How was that?
Oh,
now, was this the first time you were up in a hot air?
No, I've been once before, last year, went up. But the first time we broadcast live, that was the big thing we wanted to try, and fingers were crossed, and we got it in.
Oh
Here's
my.
what you didn't see. This is the landing aspect of it. And with our technology, we had to cut you off because we couldn't get the signal back once we got below the trees. But this landing was fairly smooth.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Very smooth. He's a good pilot.
Mike really gets this puppy down. Last year we were a little rougher, but all in all, I tell you what, Mike Galati, his wife Mindy,
Nice people.
they do a great job. I'll give them the shout out there. Bella Balloons. He always, when we call him, he's always willing to take us up and show us around. They really know their stuff.
Their daughter is in first grade at CHCA.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so she's one of Jenna's classmates. But Katie and I were talking about that because you've been up before.
Oh, in a hot air balloon?
Yes. And the only thing is that landing, I've never seen a smooth landing like
yes, that was very nice.
Boom, boom. In fact,
I mean, usually you skip coming down.
And you land on your side, right?
I just remember him saying, brace for impact or something like that.
Well,
and you're like,
they
what?
never know where. I mean, they have ideas, but they never know exactly where they're going to land.
Sure.
And so, with the whole process, as we look at this again, you call ahead. You have your chase vehicles down below that follow you. They have chase vehicles that follow you, and then about 20 minutes before you get to land, you just kind of scope out areas, and they go and ask. We ask permission. Real nice family, and actually, right when we were landing, we were coming over a few houses, pretty low. You kind of get the treetops.
Yeah.
You hit them. Folks were shouting, "Hey, we saw you on the news. They're watching."
Fun.
Yeah, watching up, and we landed right in their backyard. So they were very nice to let us land and get the thing. I was taking a YouTube video there.
Katie and I were talking about that, how much fun it is and how
It's
quiet.
Yes, it's so peaceful up there, and you can hear people literally on the ground having conversation. Yeah.
And whenever they turn the burners on, it's amazing because dogs for I think like 5 miles right you'll hear dogs just start barking.
Oh, really?
Going crazy. Yeah, their ears, their sensory ears. And
There's
so
Frank Marzullo.
there's me and Mike hanging out. My buddy there in the sky, and you have to have an FAA pilot's license to.
Not surprised.
Yeah, to get up there and
really?
and know
I'm
the
sure.
winds
Wow.
alofts and whatnot. And
You have to be your own weatherman too to have that
sure
kind of
do.
a balloon.
Well, before we went up, we put a balloon up, and they put a little LED light in it so we can see.
And you see about 400 feet, 500 feet, and once we got about 800 feet, then the balloon got a wind and took it a little more to the east.
I think that's a great gift to give someone, maybe
Absolutely.
a special birthday, like a 30th
or an anniversary.
or 50th.
Anniversary.
A Christmas gift.
Yeah, the story actually with Mike, and he told me on the air, him and his wife, he had a corporate job, and him and his wife, she got it for him for I believe it was an anniversary or a birthday before they had kids. They went up, and he started doing it on the weekends, and eventually said, you know what, make a career of it.
What a job.
Yeah, what a man.
I want to be a hot air balloon pilot.
You
Could
should.
I be one?
Why not? Just take about a year, get your FAA license.
Really?
Yeah.
That I could take people for rides.
Take Kirk in the kitchen. You can land it right in your palatial
I know
estate,
you
right
have,
in the backyard.
You have
please
such a
stop.
large family. You could have your little chase vehicle down below.
Yes,
and the others pulling up the balloon.
I would be steering the balloon. They would be the chase.
Yeah.
Yes.
9:44
What a fun
right
thing
now.
to do.
Yes, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, no, it's a fun thing to do. Buy it for a gift, and they're a great family. What's it called again?
Bella
Just so people know.
Balloons.
No, I was so people
Bella
would know.
Balloons, yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.